Welcome back, everybody. So in this video, it's going to be something new for me. I'm going to be putting on a protective film on the front of the Tesla because rocks are bad and I want to protect my new car. So I am going to be showing you guys how I'm doing it, my first time doing it, so please follow along if it's your first time. Tips and tricks and whatnot are always helpful. And the second thing that I'm going to do in this video is make this less of a Tesla by removing the badges. I always planned on taking the badging off. So there is the Tesla logo up front, and there's also another one in the back that I want to take off, which is the Model 3 logo right back here. The dual motor, whatever that is back there. I'm gonna take both of those off. Those are actually pretty easy to take off. All you need is a little bit of alcohol and some fishing line. You can also use floss if you're really hardcore. You can try to get it off with your finger, but I'm going to use floss or, fishing line, that method. And you're just gonna get it right up under the corner, and then you're just gonna basically use it to cut that off. Just get this underneath and start cutting. Super simple. It's not gonna hurt your paint. And you just make your way through. You can already see that I'm making my way. It's getting a little tough. You can do this with floss, but using this with floss is going to break quite often. But if you don't have anything else, then you don't have anything else. All right, I've officially gone through everything. It's not just gonna easily pop right up because it is adhesives. So you're gonna have to get a little bit of a wiggle. You can also get some alcohol and pour it on here to make it a little bit easier on yourself. Get it to stick a whole lot less. But just give it a little bit of pressure. It'll bring itself up little by little. And there it is. So it is intact, so just in case I do want to put this back on in the future, I can. Now, all we have to do is take up the tape, the adhesive that's on here. So you can use alcohol or whatever your desired chemical is. And there we go, we are done. So I just got the adhesive off. I ended up actually using Goo Gone just because I do have it around. Get all that adhesive off and then just water and alcohol to clean everything else off, just so we have a very clean surface that we can use the new PPF on the car for. But now that this is done, we're gonna move on to the back of the car and get that dual motor off. So I opened up the packages. In this little tube comes all of this fun stuff. Also comes with a set of instructions and comes with its own squeegee. These things, I thought I had to buy one of these because these are like $5 or $10 for, good quality squeegee. But this kit comes with everything that you need, cut to fit, the only place that I could find for Tesla. So what I got was just the front. So the main thing that you need for a Tesla to make sure you don't get any rock chips or screw up the front of your car when you're going on the highway. So this is the area that I got. So you got half of the front and then the full bumper up front. So I'm gonna start, since this is easiest flat bit, I'm gonna start with the half front cover. So I have everything laid out. This is just one piece. This is the bottom lip as far as I can tell. And then this is a little bit of everything. Now you can't really see it here, but if you lift it up, you can actually see there's cuts, like right here. You can see that there's little cuts out. So you have to figure out what it is. It'd be nice if they used a different color backing because, yeah, this is not the easiest thing to see in the world. So I'm gonna find the hood and we'll get it laid out onto the hood. So I found the piece. This is the hood right here. It's basically impossible to see. So how you're supposed to do this properly is you lift it up and you have your two solutions, and your slip solution you're supposed to spray on here. It has a cutout for the Tesla logo. Well, too late. There we go. So now I'm just going to need some slip solution before I slap this on the hood. Just a little bit. So we've got little notches down here on the bottom, and I do not have a Tesla logo anymore to line up on the actual Tesla logo. So, as far as I can tell, trial and error, is these little notches down here. First, they're gonna be even, and second, I'm gonna come down until they're right at the corner on both sides. And this stuff I'm gonna fold underneath the frunk. Because right now everything looks very even, so I feel like that's where it's supposed to be. I just have to make sure, since I don't have a landmark, which I'm sure this is what it is, you always have a landmark when you do this, you have to, I guess, do a little bit of math. That's about equal there. Now I've got everything right where I want it. So we're gonna do some more of our slip solution, our soapy water. We're gonna grab our squeegee. Now I know I want everything where it is, so I'm just gonna do very lightly, just so I don't move anything. And this is going to adhere it to the car, so that's not gonna slip and slide anymore. There we go. So I'm gonna start in the middle and actually give some pressure down. I'm gonna come up, and you're gonna overlap 50% of what you did in the last one. And don't worry about the little bits up here that are coming back up. That's just because water's coming back into it because of gravity. So now that I have that, this thing isn't gonna go anywhere. Now I can slowly start coming out. So this one, we can come down like that, and then we can start pushing this water out. All right, now that we got everything pretty much where we want it, we're gonna get up. That didn't stick very well because I don't have a logo. Just pat that one. Everything else, we're gonna wipe it dry, microfiber. And by doing this, you'll be able to see along the edges, along the middle, anything that may have gotten underneath or anything that still has pockets, bubbles of water that we need to get out. And if we do have little bits like that, we can push that up and wipe away any water. You can also wrap this in the microfiber like that. And so as soon as it comes up, it absorbs it. It's a very good way to do it because now that we're wiping this clean, we don't have any sort of lubricant over the surface. All right, it's basically invisible. Now, if I had a full hood, you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference, but you can kind of see it across there, but we're not done yet. We still need to tuck all of this under. So we're gonna open this up, and because of this little split right here, all we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap it around. Now that we have this lip up here, I've got the front open. All you need is your tack solution, and you're just gonna go across and you're gonna spritz it on there. This is gonna make it adhere much better than the soapy water or the one that we've been using the whole time. So we're gonna use this, we're gonna tuck it under, and when you tuck it, for the most part, it'll be able to grab onto there. I use the microfiber to do that because anything else that comes out is gonna be absorbed in. So you're gonna use this and tuck, and we're just gonna go around Making sure there's no air bubbles up top that are coming through. Wiping this clean. Once you're done rolling this over, adhering it, and kind of pushing it through, check up top. Check to see if you have any water or air bubbles or anything right at the corner. If you do, go to the middle. So if I had it up here on this strip, go to the middle, get your microfiber and just push it to the end, right where this little joint is that we use to separate this, and this one over here into thirds. So I'm gonna push it all that way. It's gonna drain out of here. And then same thing on the other side. Half of it is gonna go down here and it's just gonna drain out of there. And once it's all finished, this is what it is going to look like. You really can't see it unless you get it just in the right light. Even though it's half of a hood, it is very difficult to see. I mean, as long as you put it on right. It's very difficult to see. Very. So it's very clear. And also, I know there has been some comments about this. This is 3M. 3M actually stopped using the red backing on these. This is like the 3M Professional. They stopped using that. So this is actually from 3M. And it's the whole scratch resistant, so all that fun stuff. I'm going to do a little test on it to see how well it does and how it stands up and how tough it is. But look at that. That looks damn good. So go ahead and learn from me. You see all the little dirt and stuff? If you're going to put this down on the ground, make sure your floor or wherever you put it is really clean. You might not think it's a big deal because you're like, yeah, I'm just putting it here and then this is the stuff I'm taking off. The static on this stuff is absolutely crazy and it will pick up anything. So clean the area that you're gonna work on. And then once you have it out, get your soapy water and spray the top of it. And also as you're peeling it, spray it because you're not gonna have any sort of static when the surface is damp, wet, whatever. So keep that in mind. Once we got that cleaned off, I'm gonna go ahead and spray on here. Get rid of any sort of static. And I don't think I'll be able to do this with one hand, but I'm gonna start peeling this up. And of course, before you spray this down, of course, make sure the surface is clean. So I've already washed the car, so it's nice and clean. Put some soapy water on there. And now, let's go ahead and line this up. Like so. Get as good as I can. Where's my squeegee? Okay, just finished up with this headlight. Now I'm gonna move on to the partial fender. So it's gonna be the piece that just goes right up here. Just cleaned it off. Of course, your soapy water. And this one is actually gonna be in the crease, so give a little bit of soapy water. Any sort of cleaning that you might need to do, make sure you hit all those faces. Now I'm gonna go grab the piece. All right, you're gonna see we have this little loop right here. Long piece and short piece. So it's gonna go right over where that light is. Like this. Neighbors are having a fun time today, making some noise. And just like that. And I'm gonna line it up right here and try to get it as best I can. So that's gonna go right there. Now this is the lip that's gonna go over, so line it up here. The rest of this is gonna be tucked inside. That's why I have the frunk open right now. And of course, get some spritzes over the top. Now this is gonna be my middle. So I'm gonna adhere it by getting all the air bubbles out. This one doesn't like to stay down. I'm just gonna leave that there and make sure I get everything else right. And then right on the edge, you don't wanna be too far or else you'll have like a little bit of a lip and it won't stick very well. So we don't want that. Like it's starting to happen right now. So I'm gonna push this back. And that's where I want it adhered. Now that I've got this bit, I can get the rest of this. That's all gonna be nice and solid. But now I stopped here. The rest of this is starting to come this way. So now that I have this stuck, I'm gonna move this part down, stretch it till it fits right where I want it. There we go. Just quickly went over that, so I'm gonna go over it one more time with some more pressure, get all the little bubbles of water out of there. Here we go. Get that little bit pushed out. These edges don't like to play nice, but that is what we have the tax stuff spray thing for. Might be able to just get a little bit in there. Get that one closed. Spritz in there. Let's just pull up this little corner like that. All right, welcome to the stress test. We're going to get a sheet of this. This is not a cut piece, like all of it comes pre-cut. This was just sent to me so I can do a little bit of finagling and see how well this actually holds up. So I'm gonna take off the backing and I'm gonna put it directly on my desk. And I don't know how well that's gonna work, but I'm gonna do it just like I did with the car. All right, there we go. Now I have protection on my desk. Let's go ahead and squeegee out any of the bubbles. This is going to be the easiest squeegee ever. Oh yeah, look at that, nice and shiny. It's like I painted my desk. I wonder if you can use this stuff for everything. I bet you can. All right, now that we have it adhered on the desk, you guys, I bet you couldn't see it if it wasn't that much of a shiny difference, because this stuff is basically invisible once you put it on, and that border is really the only thing. This is very, very clear. The reviews that I've seen for this on the site where I got it, there was at least one person that said, hey, this is not 3M. This is definitely 3M. You can even go onto their website and it says on their website they no longer use the red backing. That is a 3M thing. And they said this new version, like the professional one, they don't use that anymore. I don't know if that's an expensive thing or whatnot, but this is legit 3M. So smooth. All right, because I'm using this on a Tesla, the most common thing that happens is people think Teslas are some super bougie thing and they have to key it because screw you for making money or something like that. So I'm gonna grab some keys and let's see, let's find my sharpest one. I'm gonna get some keys and let's scratch it. Oh, definitely making marks on there. It's about medium pressure. I can see exactly where I marked on here. It's really hard to see on the camera. I jumped a little bit on here. You'll be able to see it makes a difference. So now I'm gonna do, because that was medium, might have a better view here. You can just barely see, if I move the light a little bit, you can just barely see the scratches over the surface, and that harder one that I did is right here. It kind of jumped, it dug a little bit deeper, but I'll do another one. It's like you can barely see them anymore. This is self-healing, and I'm actually kind of surprised that it's slowly healing over time. It's kind of creepy, to be honest. So let me do it again. I'll do it right here for you guys to see. So this one's gonna be a hard scratch. Oh, it hurts me to do this. Oh! All right. So just like the other one I was doing, it did jump, and you can see it was really grabbing on there. So this is going to grab onto it because it's very elastic. So it's gonna grab onto it and jump like that, compared to your car where it's just gonna dig into the paint. So this is a little bit of digging here. I don't know how much harder I can before I just rip it off of the desk. All right, moving forward, we're gonna do the scratch test. Now that was a king, so someone comes up to your car and they're like, screw you for being successful. This one over here, we're gonna do scratches, and I've got a wire brush. Ooh, yeah, we're going through the car wash and we're washing it the wrong way. This is barely doing anything, holy crap. Come on, just really. Okay, really got in there on that one. You can barely see it. This stuff is really crazy. I thought that was gonna gouge into it. Yeah, so scratch resistant. Like, I can't, you can kind of see in the light, it's a little bit cloudy where I did it, but it's slowly starting to heal itself. Yeah, it's gone now. I didn't even put heat on it, and it's gone. You really have to really abuse this stuff. And then it just slowly heals. That is absolutely crazy. It's like I am marking it, and then it just goes away. This is the coolest thing I've ever done. Okay, so if someone really, really hates your car, maybe they have a knife or something. Like, this is definitely going to hurt it. I'm not gonna literally cut it, because that wouldn't make any sense. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some light marks on here. I'm gonna see if I can heal them later. So these were our light scratches, which are gone now. These are heavy scratches, which you can still see are there. Our scratch test is gone, so I'm gonna do some cuts. Ooh, yep, that's going right through. I gotta be a little bit lighter. This is very, very freaking sharp. Yeah, okay, so that is definitely in there. Oh, you can kind of see it. Getting the lighting on this is not the perfect thing. So you can see all the little scratches I did straight down the line. I'm gonna give a little bit of time. I'm gonna see if it heals itself. If not, we're gonna get some heat, because that's the cool thing with this is you can get some heat if you do have any scratches, and that is what they say, you self-heal. So it'll just blend back in and it'll be good to go. Like nothing ever happened, but it looks like it does it itself. Yeah, you can see the little cuts that I did in there. So cuts have not healed. The deeper grooves, they still look the same. Over here, the light ones, they're all gone except for the deeper one you can see right there, which was these. So the light ones healed themselves. These are still here. And where I went absolutely crazy with a wire brush, there's nothing here. It's completely unnoticeable, gone. This is about 1 billion times better than a clear coat. So they didn't say the type of heat. They didn't say a super high heat. At least I didn't read anything because I didn't read anything. So I have a heat gun. I'm gonna go a little light and then I'm gonna go real heavy if that doesn't work, to see if that changes absolutely anything. So we'll start over here on this side where we had the deep keyings, and then we'll go over here to the cuts. So I really doubt anything's gonna happen with the cuts. Let me know what you guys think on that one. And then these ones, I feel like I'll be able to get most of it, but not all of it. Let's see how that goes. Oh no, that's just warm. Okay, so a decent amount. It looks like it leveled it because it's way smoother than it was. It didn't cure it because I didn't touch any of this stuff down here. It looks like it bubbled a little bit. But this stuff up here, it looks way, way better. So I don't know if you can see, but through here, it's leveled itself out. It's still pretty hot. It's leveled itself out, but it hasn't completely gone back to smooth. So let me see if I can work this a little more. I'm gonna also start over here on these cuts. Let's see if that gets anything. It looks like the harder I go, so if I get really close to it, I'll do it right here, you can see it starts to bubble. So definitely don't get it super hot, just get it kind of hot. Okie doke, just finished going over it. It is still very hot. I tried low heat and high heat. Let's clean this up from my fingerprints and whatnot. I don't know if this is helping anything. Oh yeah, it actually kind of did. So up here, you can, like, you really have to get the light. Without the light, let's just get some passive light up in here. It's, yeah, it's very hard to notice. It leveled itself out very well, but you can still see it. And then when I went super high heat, it bubbled, which was very interesting. So definitely use a low heat, maybe a hair dryer. They said park it out in the sun, it should do very well. But that is actually very freaking good. I feel like it's shinier. And then over here in the cuts, it's so difficult to see now. Like, I feel like if someone did straight blade your car, it would just melt right through. Like, you can barely, if you get it in just the right light, like right there, you can see the cut. Now, if someone graffitied your car, maybe you're a bad human and you did something wrong to someone else and they thought, I'm gonna destroy your property and go to prison for it. Well, maybe not prison. Anyway, they graffitied your car. And YouTube. Oh no, someone FU'd my car. What am I gonna do? Well, it's on there. I've seen some people say it just kind of beads up. It does slightly. You can kind of see that it didn't adhere perfectly, but it's on there. And now that it's nice and dry, I'm just gonna go over with, it's not damp, it's just a regular towel. Jeez. There you go. A little bit of swirling action and elbow grease. Sharpie doesn't stand a chance. Okay, I'm running out of stuff. I don't know why, but someone decides to get a ballpoint pen and write on your car. Oh God, it's deep. Oh! Oh yeah, think about that, moderators. Okay, so I pressed down really hard for a reason to see if this comes off. Same thing, just a nice dry towel. I feel like this isn't, oh my God, it just comes off. Oh, it's even easier than the Sharpie. What about, does it leave an indent? No, not at all. It's already self-healed itself. This is crazy. All right, graffitier people are not faring very well here. So I'm gonna do the ultimate test and we're gonna spray paint it. I'm gonna attempt not to get this on my desk. I just need a spritz. Come on now. Woo! Oh, you can actually see it. It's actually bubbling up there. Let's get another one. There we go. Oh, I didn't even think about the fumes. Complete the smiley. This is a very unhappy man. So, it is dry. Yep, it's dry. Dry enough. Towel, dry. Okay. Oh, okay, maybe not the driest in the world. Okay. Well, it comes off. We might need some assistance. Soapy water to the rescue. This one's definitely dry over here, the small one. Soapy water, nothing special. Elbow grease? Maybe not. Oh, okay. So definitely the dry one. If you get it soon enough, you can get it off easily. But this one, I'm just with some soapy water. I'm not really doing a whole lot. Let's try a little bit of alcohol. Alcohol will usually get this stuff up. I'm gonna go light on the alcohol. I'm just gonna use my alcohol prep stuff from my bottle. So that's only a little bit of alcohol, not pure alcohol. Let's try this one. Nope. Oh no, we might finally have an issue. I mean, it is starting to come up. If you just use your finger, it does. So I guess it's all down to what you use to get it up, but it comes off. Let's try something that is meant to get this stuff up, is some Goo Gone. Oh, gooey. I guess I'm gonna leave it sit here for a little while. Okay. Yes, that's what we need. We need the Goo Gone. Look at that. Ah, we found our answer. Okay, Goo Gone, do your magic. Just a little bit of scrubbing here. Oh no, someone graffitied my car, and I got a little case of Goo Gone. Bruh. There we go. And my car smells lemony fresh. Boom. Gone. Done. No graffiti on this car. Hell yes. Okay, I think we can conclude that this stuff is amazing and it will 100% protect your car. Obviously, this thing is not going to protect against dents. I mean, if someone smacks into your car with their door, or they run into you, or fender bender or something, like, your car's still going to dent, but this is a paint protection film. So does it protect your paint? Holy crap, yes, by a lot. This is nuts. The only thing that can possibly go wrong is if someone really, really keys your car. You're still pretty good. You're very well off, because you can just take this off and underneath, your car's totally fine. Get a new piece put on at the local shop, or hell, do it yourself like we're doing in this video. Oh no, all of this stuff happened to my desk. Oh, that's fine. I just got this film on here. I just grab that and remove it. Whew, this stuff is tough. Look at that. Protected my desk like a champion. All right, just finished up with the bumper. That one was difficult. Probably the most difficult. I mean, unless you're really good, 2 people would be super helpful. Taking it off, definitely as you're taking it off of the sheet, spray it as you take it off, or else it will stick to itself and it's hell. So went through that whole thing. Definitely start in the middle. For whatever reason, I started on one side because I was stupid, but start in the middle. I lined up this one and this one right here in this little corner, just as a little landmarks. Position those up, squeegee it in the middle, and then started working this way and this way. There is a few spots that you might be able to see on here that don't look pretty, like some little bubbles that I couldn't squeegee out of there. According to the instructions, they say that is normal, and with some just some heat, it'll eventually go away. So I don't have any issues there. Anything over here on the corner, like I have this that's coming up, I'm just gonna grab a razor and trim that so it's nice and flush and I don't have to worry about it. Other than that, I've got the hood, I've got the bumper, and the kit comes with a bunch of stuff so I can get my fenders, I can get my headlights. I still need to do the bottom lip too, mirrors, door handles, all that stuff, but it's the same process for each. Just be really careful. Definitely don't make the mistake I did and lay it down here without being extremely clean, because that stuff is like static clean hell. And I got a bunch of crap all over it. I just ended up going to my shower and spraying it all down before bringing it back out here because there was particles and crap all in it. So if you guys can tell that it's on from here or even here, then I did a horrible job. But I think I did pretty good for my very first time. I know I made some mistakes, but this is the same protection you'd get going from a professional, but it doesn't look as good because, you know, I'm new and I have no experience. But this 200 something bucks compared to 3,000 for a dealer or someone else that does it. Yeah, I'll take this any day of the week. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned. I definitely have some more stuff that I'm going to be throwing on the Tesla. So stay tuned, watch that, and just have the time of your life.